Well, hello there. Out today on a Sunday afternoon after church hike. I've ventured up to the Pine Mountain area. I'm going to be tackling Pine Mountain via the Cooper's Furnace Trail. So, just getting started. It's a pleasant day out. Skies are mostly sunny, partly cloudy, and we had some weather move through briefly last night, but the trails look to be in great shape, and I'm looking forward to a good day hiking out here. We will update you along the way, but for now, I'm heading out. Well, I'm about 1 mile in on the hike. Just a short ways back, I passed the trailhead that I used last time I came out to this particular hike. But today I was able to actually park at the day use area, which is near the actual trailhead for the Cooper's Furnace Trail. So, going strong still. It's warm out today, but it's not unpleasantly warm. The weather's, or the air's a little still though, so a little breeze would be nice. Maybe once I start getting up into Pine Mountain proper area, things might loosen up a little. I've already passed a few people heading southbound, so expect moderate traffic today, at least until I get to the Pine Mountain area, which is usually pretty popular. There's almost always a crowd up at the peak, so we'll see what things are like as I get closer to that area. I'm about 2 miles in on the hike. I've actually started to pass some people heading the same direction I am, so looks like, as I said, there'd be more people now that I'm actually on the east loop of Pine Mountain. So, forest is closed in a little bit more shade, but the air is still pretty calm. So, but I'm getting to hike alongside a creek at this point, so that sound of the running water always adds an element of coolness to the atmosphere, whether it's actual or simply a perception. I'll take it. Well, I'm about 3 miles into the hike now, getting closer to the peak. I'm on the junction trail that connects the east and west loops and has a little spur up to the peak itself. So, probably take a little rest up on top, get some water in me, and rest the legs for a minute before taking on the west loop and the descent down, then loop back up. So, I'm ready for a rest. 4 miles in. Got my little break up at the top, and I'm now making the descent down the western loop. Getting close to the bottom at this point. Still got just a little ways to go before I loop back and start the ascent back up to the peak on the western loop. Going down a bit of a rock scramble now, so I'm trying to be careful of my footing while still getting you some coverage of what I'm going through. But better to be safe than sorry, so that's it for now. Well, I'm right around the 4 mile mark, so still continuing up the west side of the mountain back towards the peak. Seen, as anticipated, a lot more people on the trail here on the mountain itself, including lots of people out with young children, which is great to see. The kids seem to love the trail, and I'm talking kids anywhere 4 to 8 years old, and just seeing them out here enjoying nature, scrambling around on the rocks, excited at every little creature they find, frogs and lizards, and it's great to see. Well, 6 miles in, and almost to the bottom of the eastern loop descent, where I'll be joining back up with the Cooper's Furnace Trail and making my way back to the trailhead along that route. This section of the trail has been a little bit quieter. I think I've passed one other person who was heading the opposite direction. Another older gentleman like me with his trekking poles making his ascent. So we gave each other an acknowledgement and both continued on our way. And now I'm about to backtrack over trail I've already done today, so it'll probably be a fairly quick trek, especially since it's mostly a gradual descent at that point. I'm gonna continue on and we'll finish this thing out. Well, I'm 7 miles in and getting closer to the end of the trail. I've got a deadfall here to make my way under. And then we make our way down this descent carefully to cross over the bridge below. Looks like I got half a mile left. Now we'll see if we can get a view here. I was trying to get the furnace in the background of my closing video. Don't know if that's going to work. Anyway, just about back to the car. I'm going to close this out. It's been a good mid-distance hike for me today. Somewhere between 7.5 miles. I'll figure it out at the end. But yeah, haven't been out here in a few months. It was nice to come out and see it in the full growth cycle, since it was pretty bare last time I was out here. But it's been a good day. Thanks for coming along with me, and we will see you on the next trail.